Hello, everybody. I welcome you here. This is my first interview in English, and I'm a little nervous because my English is not super. So I hope you will understand me and you will sorry me for some of my mistakes. Today, we have interview with Jan, and he is another man from our group, from retreat group. And Jan, he is bringing very special medicine. I'm very happy that he is here now and he can say us something about his work. Welcome, Jan.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Okay, so for the first question or first time, could you say us what you bring and how it's your story, how you start work with it and why and what you feel about this special medicine?
Deep question. What is, yeah, it's hard to talk about these things in just a few minutes, but I'll try to keep it short.
Yeah,
Uh,
but I think it's okay. You can talking.
all right.
Don't rush.
Um, for me, this experience is really about reconnecting with with who we are, with where we come from. Um, it's about feeling the source again, the source where we come from, the source where we're going back. I believe that whether we're religious or atheist or agnostic or anything, we all come from the same place and we're all going back to the same place. We have that in common, and the rest is just beliefs. And so this sort of reminds us um, of who we are, where we come from, and it makes us feel this in all of our being, or it usually does that anyway. At some point, every experience is different, and everybody gets to feel what they need to feel in their lives. But for me, that's what it is. It's like a reconnection to to the source. Um, so I don't know if that helps people to have an idea of what it is, but that's basically what it is for me anyway. So how did I start working with it? It just all sort of happened by itself. I didn't plan to do this. I spent a lot of time living in Mexico, and I started on my own journey back in 2014, working for myself, like just experiencing some of these ancient medicines, and one thing led me to another. I discovered one thing, then I discovered something else, and I was on my way to Peru to do some some work with one of these medicines, and I met somebody who worked with this one, and so I just slowly started organizing sessions with him, and then I started helping him out. And then one day I realized, and he realized that I really liked doing this, and I liked it more than what I was doing before, my regular job. So I then lots of things sort of happened, lots of synchronicities all at the same time. It was really quite surprising. And then I just ended up doing this job that I never thought I would be doing. I thought, this is not for me. I cannot do this, blah blah blah. And and then I started doing it, and the more I do it, the more I like it. And then one day I was called to come here to this country, and yeah, and that's it. That's how it happened. It just sort of happened by itself. I didn't plan anything. It just, yeah, the universe conspired to make it happen. That's how I like to see it.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's true, and this is was same for me actually. When I met you for first time for my ceremony, I was like, wow, I want to know this man more. But then I was full of my processes. And then I felt calling, like, I want to be more in touch with you and I want to maybe do something with you. And I was too ashamed to ask you. And I remember the first time, it was in winter. We were on some weird place around the fire. I don't know if you remember it. And for first time, I asked you if I can maybe translate or something do with you. And then we start to organize the first retreat. And I know that for me was like, I'm really too shy to be in this processing, but I feel it I want. And then someone from retreats asked me if I can be during his ceremony. I was there, and when we start to work together, it was like, oh my god, really awesome combination. We don't need it to speak. We just know what to do, and we know exactly what to do, and it is really beautiful combination. And I felt it deep in me, like, oh my god, this is why I'm here, this is what I want to do, this is it. And I'm so glad that we can work together, and we say to each other every time after ceremonies, we hug to each other and say, okay, yeah, thank you, thank you, it's really beautiful. So you know it. And yeah, it's really beautiful.
Yeah,
uh,
it's
uh-huh.
very easy for us to, yeah, to work together. That's really cool. As you say, we don't need to say anything. We don't need to say, okay, let's do this, let's do that. No, we just it just sort of flows, and it seems to work pretty well. So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. Maybe if someone think about this type of medicine, and this is first time for him or she or for her to come, it's something what you want to say or recommend, how to prepare, or how to, yeah, how to prepare.
Yeah, good question. Good question. Okay, let's cover the easiest things first. Um, it's not like some other medicines that would require a lot of a bit more physical preparation or physical, or like diet. So it's less demanding on that. I just say to people, don't yeah, avoid alcohol at least 3 days before, if you can. A week is better. Same with coffee, because we want to kind of slow down. This experience is basically like a meditation with some help, right? So we're not looking to do anything. We're not looking to achieve anything, fix anything, solve any problems. We're just looking to be, to breathe, to relax. And so we don't want any of these stimulants and things that are going to speed us up. We want to be nice and calm. And also we want our energy. We need our energy. Most of our energy gets spent by digestion. So we don't want to be eating any heavy foods in the days before. So I say to people, yeah, what's the heaviest food? Cooked meat. Okay, cooked meat is what takes the most time. So avoid cooked meats and meat in general at least a few days before. You'll have more energy, less energy spent on digestion, so more energy for you. So just eat lightly. Try not to eat a few hours before the ceremony. And the other thing is the biggest energy we've got is sexual energy. So try to conserve that by avoiding sex for at least a few days before. 3 days, a week is better. So that's like on the sort of physical preparation. And then maybe the most important thing is to try to really understand that whatever you've heard, whatever you've read or seen of other people's experiences, it's really just them talking about their experience, not yours. This is so important. It's the biggest barrier to people having their own experiences when they're trying to have someone else's experience. They've seen it on a video or they've heard things and they're like, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this. I understand it, we all like that. I get it. But if our mind was so smart and we already knew what we needed, then we wouldn't be going through these experiences, right? We're connecting with some kind of higher intelligence, higher wisdom. Maybe it's our own somewhere, but still we're connecting with this and not just going with the mind that thinks it knows what we need. So let's trust the medicine, trust ourselves, trust the experience, and just approach it like it's a meditation. And if you don't know how to meditate, then it's a good time to try to start before. Um, try. There are many ways to meditate. Just find something that helps you. Find some special music if you need. If you need, use a blindfold. Whatever. Just try and find the context and situation that's going to work for you, to just be with you, relaxing and breathing and focusing on your breathing. It's a good way to start. So um, that's it. It's to let go as much as possible of the expectations of how you think it should be, of how you think what you think that you need, because the medicine is going to make you feel what you need to feel anyway. So you don't really need to. It's nice to have an intention, but you also have to be ready to let go of it, maybe, because who knows what you really need to feel. Maybe it's something completely different than what you thought. So yeah. So just understand that when other people are talking about their experience, it's their experience they're talking about. You don't need their experience. You need your experience, right? You're here to live your life, to be on your journey. So why would you want someone's experience? They don't have the same problems as you. They don't have the same needs as you. You're changing every day. And if they have another experience today, they will tell you something completely different, because their experience on that day, they were a different person. So they get to feel something different. And usually experiences are going to be different every time, mostly. So people who do it 5 times, 10 times, they will have 5 or 10 different, completely different experiences. And they're very surprised that the next experience, like, oh my God, this was so different from last time. So you see, there's no simple rules with these things. Just trust the medicine, trust yourself, be open to receive and to feel what is going to come. It's all about feeling, right? It's all about that. It's not about trying to fix any problems. It's just about feeling your own truth. That's all.
Mm. Thank you for it. I love when you said if you want some visions, come to cinema and not come to the ceremony. What I want to edit. And also I want to say that if someone decided to come to the ceremony, do this process with us, we also do preparing interview before, and we are talking around 1 hour just about preparing. So now this is just the open door and say some basic stuff. And if you are really sure that you want to come, then we can meet and talk more. But this is main important things, I think. And thank you that you said. Maybe now I have a questions about the process during the ceremony. We are using therapeutic musicotherapy instrument, and also the singing balls, crystal balls, da, 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 da. Also, we are using some massages, the harmonic. Do you want to say something about it?
Yeah, we use Tibetan singing bowls. You've got some really powerful crystal bowls. We've got a few other strange instruments that are really nice. And yeah, throughout the years, I just slowly started integrating some elements from de-armoring, which is essentially trying to release some tensions and pain and trauma, maybe from the body, through breathing. And I realized from just going with this that this process, this can be very powerful if it's done at the right time during the experience. I mean, I'm not talking about necessarily when the person is like really in a deep state, but there's a moment where you can start to do this, and this can help to release more. And so that's kind of nice. And then the singing bowls, we can use them on the body also, and use the vibrations. And this can also sometimes trigger some new releases, or because these bowls, each one of them was designed by somebody very wise, who knew how to heal things, with the vibrations. So when we use the balls on the body, we're really releasing these healing vibrations into the body, and it resonates throughout the bones and stuff. It's really great. So those are some of the things we do. We both do a bit of Reiki sometimes, which can be quite powerful also. We do a little bit of massage some places of the body. And yeah, all of these things combined can be, yeah, I think it can make quite a big difference in the person's experience.
That speaks true. I remember that my deepest process start when you start touch my solar plexus, and every time I feel still I have something here, and I know from ceremonies that the solar plexus is most sensitive place. Of course, for everybody is different, but this is like main for everybody. And I know the singing bowls and the pressure is very powerful, and without it I will not go so deep than with it. Yeah, and I want to just say that we are do every ceremony just together and the person, not in circle, not in group, just individually, because believe that this is need a space for it, and to have a time to process and to I feel actually for me especially that when I am alone I can go really deep than when I'm in group. Sometimes the group can help me in some other processing, but especially with this ceremony, I feel that it's really nice to have a safe place for it, and we are doing it. Yes, and now some questions about retreat. How you feel this retreat, the combination of the harmony, Kambo, yoga, singing, cacao, and so on. What does this mean for you, and how you see this can have some influence or some influence to the ceremony?
Yeah, we've been doing this for a few years now, and we started off by doing just 3 days, and then four, now five, with an option to stay a bit longer also afterwards. And we've been adding more and more things, but not trying to add things just to add things. We're adding things that are with more time, and we're adding things that really work together. And I think this year is going to be even better than the previous years, because we've got also constellation. We've got more experience also with things, but we've got the constellation, which is very, very powerful. And this is a great time that we're getting in touch with our feelings. We're getting outside of the city, getting outside of our daily lives and daily environment, and we're going to a really nice place with nice people, great healthy food, and we're going to get in touch with the feelings a lot more. And so I think the constellation is going to help us to go and solve some more, like, let's say, I don't want to say solve, I want to say transform some things that we could maybe not do without it. The constellations are very, very powerful, and it's not just that. There's lots of other things. So everything just seems to work together really well. Basically, the retreat is designed to prepare you for what's coming next and to go deeper within yourself, but feeling really good about it. Nobody's pushing you into anything. It's just going to sort of flow and take you there, and you're going to feel good about it. And so yeah, I think we've got a great retreat coming up, and I'm very sure that one day we will do a retreat that will be even better, maybe a bit longer sometimes. We'll see. And yeah, I'm looking forward to see what we can do, and it can be really, really amazing. I think it can be really one of the best retreats um, around, maybe in Europe, maybe in maybe in the world, who knows. One day I think we can do I think it's working really well. The feedback we've been getting so far has been really good, and so if we keep improving it and improving it every year, then who knows, it can be really something awesome. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing it. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, it's very nice to hear you. And when you was talk about it, I was imagined the picture from last retreats, and I think it's good for people if they want to see a video from last year, because then they can feel it. The atmosphere was what was there. And today, not today, but this retreat, we will have a new place. And I'm looking forward to be on a new place, and I'm curious how it will be. But I'm also sure that it will be better and better because, yeah, we said that we also work on ourselves, and we are, yeah, more better and better.
Exactly. We're also, all of us in the group, all of the facilitators, we're all going through our own process, just the same as anyone else. And so we're evolving, we're learning as well. And yeah, it's really nice. And one thing I want to say about the retreat is that when people arrive, we have our first open circle. um, we can feel that we've got a group of individuals, but very quickly, after a couple of days already, we can feel that it's becoming one really nice group. And by the end, the closing circle, the feeling of this group is completely different. And now it's like we've almost got one big family. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's big true, and sometimes very nice relationships and friendships come from it. Yeah, and sometimes I wish to meet everyone from these retreats to do some big barbecue or something. Yeah, yeah. Another question. This retreat, it's called "Who I Am." What this mean for you? Who you are, and how you feel this name for the retreat? Why this?
Hmm. Well, everybody's going to have their own answer to that, and that's probably the way it should be. Um, for me, um, the way I see my life is I'm awareness, right? I'm not really Jan. I'm awareness of Jan. So I'm the awareness of this body, this person, and I'm here for a while. And I don't think that we are physical beings having a bit of a spiritual time when we're doing these things. I think we are spiritual beings having a physical experience in this world. Um, and so, yeah, I think I am essentially the awareness of Jan. I think we are all part of something that I'm going to call divine, even though I don't consider myself religious in a classical sense. But I have my own meaning of God and divinity, I guess. But yeah, we're all part of some sort of creation, and call it nature, universe, God, whatever. It's okay. We're all part of this thing that cannot work without us. Um, it has to be all of these little pieces together for it to work. And so we're all part of something a lot bigger than what we think. And that means also that there's not really the disconnection that we feel, that the disconnection is an illusion. Yeah, it's it's a deep topic. But that's how I see things. I am the awareness of Jan. I'm here for a while, and I'm here to be aware and to feel and to experience what it is to feel and to learn something from this somehow, and to grow and to overcome my fears and to overcome the programs that I've really received in my life, the all of these negative beliefs and things, and to essentially we have to relearn to become ourselves, which is, where do we originate? Well, consciousness and love, place of no judgment and stuff. So this life is like relearning what we've forgotten, learning how to be that unconditional love and consciousness as much as we can. I think that's how I see it for
Yeah.
now. For now, who knows how I will see it in 5 years or 10 years, but that's how I see it right now.
Wow. Wow. Thank you for it. Yeah, it's like how I feel it, and you say really nicely. Thank you. And you say the same things like Chenyek or as Chenyek, that we are spiritual being having experience like human being, to be human, and this is the thing what I also feel, and I agree. I actually agree with everything what you said. And yeah, yeah, I think I'm a little bit scared to answer these questions because for me it's big topic for my whole life. I
Mm,
all the time ask myself who I am and try to find out the big secret which is around us.
mm,
Like what you said and what yesterday said Chenyek, it's really how I feel. So I hope when I will answer these questions, I will say it similar. Yeah.
mm.
Okay. And tell me what you think about the this topic on a retreat. Who I am. Do you think the people can experience it by the processing, by the ceremonies, by the yeah the program, who they are, or how you feel it is? Why this name?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, whatever gets you closer to really feeling yourself is gonna help you to just reconnect with yourself. It's all about the feelings, and we go a lot into all sorts of feelings through all sorts of different ways. Um, there's the Kambo experience, which is yeah, I mean, this is tough, but very this makes us feel all sorts of things. It also cleans us a lot, and we do need a healthy body to be really connected with ourselves, I think. um, all of the connection with the other people there also helps us to reconnect with ourselves. We'll be in a place. Yeah, I haven't been to this place yet, but I imagine it's surrounded by nature. So we'll be connecting also with nature, and this also is the connection with ourselves because we come from nature. We are part of nature, even though we say that human things are artificial and so on. Yeah, I get that, but we're still part of nature. We're still part of this creation. So to feel nature is also going to help us to feel ourselves, to reconnect to ourselves. And also the constellations can help us to reconnect with a lot of things, a lot of feelings, and to see things differently, and to understand others, to view all sorts of things differently. It's just amazing what it can do. And then, of course, the medicine that we work with, um, this is like a new level of connection with yourself, really. And for anybody who has not experienced that, then that's going to be big revelation, probably. Uh, so definitely, I would say everything in the retreat can help us to find out more about who we are. Because when we get more in touch with ourselves and we start feeling, then we start feeling the answers. And then we know a bit more clearly which way to go on things, what to trust, how to guide ourselves with the feelings. And so if we're feeling lost, who am I? Then we need to go into the feelings, to trust the feelings, and to go with that. And then we find ourselves, or we realize that we were never really lost, maybe. But it's all about getting in touch with the feelings and awareness. And this retreat helps us to do that in several ways. So yeah, I think it's definitely going to help people to do that.
Yeah. Thank you, Anne. Thank you for everything. Thank you for your time and your beautiful answers.
Thank you, thank you.
It's something what you want to say for end, and or yeah, for end
Um,
this.
yeah. Um, what? How do you feel about this work? Uh, what does yeah, what does it mean to you? And yeah, what does it mean in your life to be doing this work?
Thank you for the question. Yeah, mm, it's really deep question, and I hope I can answer it good and well in English because it's not easy for me.
Mm,
I don't know if I can describe by words what does this mean for me. I just feel it that the work what we are doing together, it's exactly what I feel I want to do. And I'm so glad every time when I see the people after ceremony that I can be with them during this really strong, deep, and beautiful process.
mm,
And I'm so humble and grateful that I can see it and I can just be there and hold the space. That's all what I do actually. Sometimes I think more, and yeah, I I feel because I changed a lot in my life, and in some part of my life I felt that the life is just horrible and really really heavy and really difficult. And then I realized the way how to go from it.
mm,
And I realized that the life can be really nice. And the horrible things what happened to me were designed just myself by myself to know something, to go somewhere else, and to be more free, to be more know of myself. And yeah, and I'm happy, and when I see the people can change these things in their life too. And for me it's nice to just see it and to hold the light for the other people who they want to experience it, and to say, yeah, if you want you can, there is the option. And also I stayed in contact with the universe, not universe, with the jemnohmotný svět, with the really soft world around us, the world which is not common to feel and see. I stayed connect with this world in
mm,
my life, and this medicine shows me that it's okay, and this is a real world. And this also is another part of the ceremony, another part of this process, is
mm,
to be connect with the source, is to be connect with the open mind, or the experiences which is under word, because it's really hard to explain and to the yeah, not explain, but popsat to, yeah, uh, describe, described,
Describe, to describe.
described, yeah, describe it,
Mhm.
and who experience it will understand me, and who knows, who don't, some maybe sometimes can feel it, maybe in dreams, maybe in other ceremonies, maybe some in meditation. So I love this place. I love to be in this part of being, and I love this shows the people that it's possible. And I think also it's really nice. This can help us with that. Can help us with to live life, be in peace with that, and be with peace with life,
Mhm.
themselves. Yeah, it's it. Yeah, I want to talk more about it, but my English word it's too. I don't have the words for it, so I will talk about it more when I will have my interview with myself about it.
Mhm.
I hope I describe just a little what is this for me, and yeah, thank you. I'm just really glad that this can happen and this is here, that we can experience it, and we can we can wake up and be more wise, be more aware, be more in peace, and see that the life it's not just materialistic, and to feel it that we are part of the nature, as you said. We are part of the big mysteria. We are part of it. We are not separate, and that's beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. For me, the best thing in this work is really like when we see the changes in the people and how they're feeling afterwards, and all of this evolution, more awareness, usually more love, more happiness, more peace in their lives. This is really great, and we're very lucky to be part of that.
Yeah, yeah. And one other thing is that for me in my life, it's really important the truth, to live without illusions. And of course, I have some illusions. I had it before, and this in this process and after it, I'm free of it, and it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful to see that some illusions come out, and we see more the truth and say, "Wow!" And I really love it, and the people come with it, and we can see sometimes, and then the illusion it's gone, and we see the real person who is there with the,
Mm.
yeah, and it's beautiful to see it and to be, yeah, with it. Okay, I think I feel it that our interview it's coming to end.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's something else what you want to say in the end.
No, I think we've covered everything. Um, I like what you said. You said that if we want, it's there. Yeah, we do need um, to want these things. Otherwise, we don't give them to ourselves. We do need to want more awareness. We do need to want more love. We do need to want less fear in our lives. And it's a step towards love to give ourselves that. And sometimes we don't make it, but the option is there.
Wow, nice. It was the nice word for end. Okay, Anne. Thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Looking forward to see you in 2 weeks actually on retreat.
Yeah.
And for everyone, if you want to join us to retreat, you can sign in. We have some few slots, and you
Mm.
can find the link for it in my profile or in the Yen profile. I will actually to put to this video under or up. Yeah. Okay, and so if you have some questions still, you can ask us. We will answer you. And maybe this is, yeah, I want to say you that the English is part of it, but we have translator who will translate it in the Czech. And also, if someone want to come from abroad, you are really invite
But yeah, you're invited.
you are invited. And we also have experienced it with people abroad, people from abroad, and they are also can be nice part of the group, and also we translate it for them, yeah, to English, everything from Czech, and everything from English we translate to Czech. But this I maybe need to say in Czech for people who are scared from English, not for people who are scared from Czech. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. I will see you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Goodbye.